Good morning and or good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Thank you for joining me. I've just come live spontaneous because um, the energy of the eclipse energy has certainly built up, and I'm sitting here in in a great big vortex of energy right now. So I thought it would be a divine time to come through and to share with the energy and the activations. If you have seen this kind of life before, you will have an understanding of what to expect. For those of you who haven't, just sit in your space. It is a time to sit in your space right now, to receive the energy, the healing, the light, and the activations. So much has come through. We are in a wonderful month of January. We're embracing new energies coming through. There is an awful lot of shifts taking place within the cosmos at this time. We have been blessed with 2 eclipses. We have just experienced a partial solar and new moon eclipse. And if you look at that beautiful meaning, there is an alignment with the divine masculine, divine feminine, but bringing in and embracing new energy. I'm just here. And for those of you who are new, I am working in a divine Buddhic Mahatma field at the moment, working in union with Horus and my team of guides. As Horace would say, yes, he's here supporting me. The whole company of heaven are supporting me in the mission. However, I'm doing an awful lot of work myself as well to facilitate. So just sit in this space, just go with the flow. Just like I do, I go with the flow of spirit. I have no idea what they are that they're going to bring through. The activations, I am just going to just go with the flow and just channel the energy and bring that through to you at this time. To sit in the flow and connect. Dear ones, just connect. And as we now connecting in this beautiful space of love, light and healing, we are now receiving the divine rays coming through from the great central sun, the god star Sirius, and the galactic center at this time. Connecting now with the harmonic frequencies of the universe. It is now a time to connect with your hearts. And to receive the beautiful energy coming through. As we connect with our sacred I Am presence, let us connect with our true qualities. Connecting now with a space of purity, of love, of understanding, of joy, of great wisdom, enlightenment. And as we connect with our sacred I Am, connecting with our true qualities, we enter a space of infinite love, infinite freedom. Connecting now with our sacred I Am, we release all that no longer serves us, moving forth into a path of higher light, love and understanding. Let us connect now, dear ones, with this beautiful energy of love and of light and of healing. Connect with the templates and the vortices and the ley lines around the world to send forth this beautiful energy and light to the earth, raising the consciousness of humanity, raising the consciousness of love and peace. As we now connect with the different frequencies, now from ancient times, of Hyperborea, Lemuria and Atlantis, those wonderful timelines that is now activating once more. We connect with these lifetimes, these energies, the timelines, to release, to heal, to raise up the new once more. I want to say thank you to all who have joined me at this time. I'm now going to move forth now to bring in the messages that are coming from Spirit at this time. And as I'm connecting with the cosmos, with the new moon, the new moon, and as I'm connecting now with the Buddhic energy, and I'm connecting now with the solar light. As I'm connecting now with the Buddhic energy, it is time to embrace enlightenment. We're actually now in a brand new year of 2019, 12. If we equate that to 12, we have the master number 12, but we also have the number 3 as well. And it depends on how one would want to work with the numerology. For myself, as I'm working with you all from a higher frequency, I would like to offer the master number 12. Master number 12 is about embracing the true enlightenment. As we're embracing true enlightenment, we are being asked to call to work in this space of purity, and of love, and all these higher attributes. And as we embrace the purity, we are working with the highest intention to bring forth this beautiful light and healing. As I'm connecting with the Buddhic traditions are working a lot of different energies and different fields, and as I'm working an awful lot with different clients on the mentorship program, we look at frequencies. We look at frequencies. We looking at the styles of messages that are coming through, whether it be from life path to mediumship to Akashic Records to channeling and trance, and we look at how those frequencies are different to each other. However, when we're also working in the field of connection, we are also looking at different frequencies. Because as we're looking at frequencies of different traditions, we will experiencing different frequencies again. And it's okay just to sit here in this beautiful energy and light, just to receive. For those who will just join me, it's just sit here and embrace the energy that's pouring in. As we look at native lands is sacred, and it's all about connecting with the earth. The Celtic is about the earth. The ancient Egyptian energy, again, is a very high frequency. Again, looks at connection with the alchemy, with the magic, with the knowing who you are, i.e. the Akashic Records, the halls of Amenti and so forth. Then you have the Vedic traditions, again works in a very high light, works in a healing energy. If you look at the healing and a lot of the ancient teachings, certainly as we're embracing the healing side, we're looking at the chakra system and how the chakras work, and we're looking at ancient Sanskrit. And again, we're working again in a different energy. Then we work in a more Buddhic field. You go into an art of enlightenment. So the Buddhic field, you're raising the energy and the vibration again. So these different traditions that we've experienced on the earth, we are, again, everything is all connected and aligned with each other. Then I'm looking at these streams, and then we also have the Atlantean energy and the Lemurian energy. And again, those frequencies and vibrations are different again. But what can we do when we're connecting with these traditions? And if we've embraced those within our Akashic records and we've lived lives in those civilizations, we can embrace those energies and frequencies and bring them into the now and into our work and into our knowledge, and to bring them into our consciousness and our understanding, helping us to utilize this energy field, whatever streams that they come in, and to be able to help other people to grow within that understanding. So it's a case of connecting with yourself through your Akashic record, be able to connect, to embrace the frequencies, the vibrations, and utilize that within your area of work. This is something I'm teaching people on the mentorship program, the different frequencies, the lights, the energies, and how we are able to integrate that within our everyday lives and with our work, with our healing work, and so forth. And as I say, I'm now moving myself around. The energy is still stagnant. I'm just letting you know where I am. The light, this is my space. So I have no light on. So this energy will sort itself out. And I don't want it to sort itself out, because the energy will just carry on to each and every one of you that is in need of it at this time. And I just say, I'll just let it ride. So, okay. I'm just sitting here now, and I'm just going to connect up. As I want to do, I want to connect with the Buddhic energy. And often or not, many people will see Buddha sitting in a posture, as in a very meditative state. And often or not, sometimes Buddha will have a bowl in his hands. And this is what I am seeing now. I'm having this vision of Buddha sitting there with a bowl in his hands. But this bowl is a representation of the earth and the sky. And as I'm seeing this, it's a representation of the earth and the sky. And what I'm getting now is a message about duality, the dual world, because this is the essence that I had a very strong message come through when I connected with someone very dear to me yesterday, and it came through from my higher self. I was channeling my higher self yesterday, and this is about the dual nature. Because the dual nature, the eradication of duality is very strong at this time, especially yesterday, as we had the dual energy of the moon and the sun. And they're technically having this beautiful eclipse yesterday of new moon and partial eclipse was a symbolization of oneness, because when we have that eclipse energy, it's about bringing that sense back into oneness, to eradicate the dual nature of this earth, because this earth is very dual at this time. So we have to, as we are embracing true enlightenment, we are coming back. You know, we are embracing oneness, eradicating the dual nature. And this is self-mastery, and self-mastery to be able to do that within our lives. And again, this is the work that needs to be done with the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy as well, because even with the twin flame aspect, the twin flame is working in the polar. The twin flame is your polar opposite. So basically, you are working to eradicate that polarity with your twin flame, with each other within your lives. And as you're embracing and understanding that we don't have to live in a dualistic society, that we can work within a greater sense of oneness, and that heart of great sense of oneness is divine love, and that works from your heart center and from your higher heart. But getting back to Buddha, he holds this bowl, and it symbolizes the earth and the sky. And the bowl is open to the sky, which symbolizes the path of the Buddha and what he offers to each and every one of us. And he wants to invite the attitude that is dynamic towards the world, and to be receptive towards the sky. Ignorance comes from those who are still in their slumber, those who are not awakened yet. They're walking the path of the earth. They want to walk in the opposite way. And our role as enlightened ones is to embrace those who are not awake, those who are still walking the paths of the earth, to help them through our love, through our kindness, through our enlightenment, through our purity and compassion, to help them to open once more, to open up the bowl. You can actually liken the bowl to be a lotus flower as well, because those who are still stuck walking the earth in an unawakened state are still inside the mucky waters, and they need help for them to come up and to open their flowers once more. So we are called in all areas within our capacity to help those who are stuck. And sometimes in life it can be hard. Sometimes it can be hard. sometimes people have to be left to work upon themselves as well. But it doesn't mean to say that we are not there for them. We just have to sometimes step back and understand that there are lessons to be learnt as they are coming through these mucky waters. We all have lessons to learn. We've all been there. We know what it's like to be in that space. It is important. It's an important message at this time. I seem to be feeling this very much because the energy has been very intense in the run up to Christmas. It's been very intense, and I feel that everybody has felt it. There's a lot of stuff that's happening at ground level on the earth, and sometimes that we have to yes, we have to have our footing in this life. And another mastery that we have to have within this cycle of ascension on this journey is balance. So balance is another attribute that we have to self-master. So as we're self-mastering this balance, again, that comes with a flow of harmony. And again, as we're understanding the dual nature, we have to understand balance within our lives. And I said recently to someone that there has, upon this earth, been an imbalance of the masculine feminine energy. And it happened just before the time of Christ, and many people who have got past life recall will remember certain things happen with the priestesses and the divine feminine back in Egypt at the hands of the Romans and the Greeks. As the Romans and the Greeks started rising in power, there was an eradication of the feminine presence, and because in ancient Egypt everything was about equality, and there was a time frame just before the time of Yeshua where there was a suppression of the feminine energy, so the balance of scales went like that, so the masculine started going up like this. But we are in the stage now, in this time frame, where it has been about the rise of the feminine. And the reason why we have to raise up the feminine energy is to bring equality, to bring balance once more. So we have to do that, and what's actually happened slightly is it's gone a little bit like this. So the masculine's gone down here a little bit like this, so the masculine's got a little bit wounded. But what we're now doing is we're bringing that masculine back into balance. So this is what's actually happening at the moment. We're bringing a sense of balance, a sense of harmony. So we have to be in perfect balance. This is about self-mastery. So there are attributes going on at the moment, energies going on at the moment, balance, harmony, energies, but also we are looking at enlightenment, because when you're reaching that true state of enlightenment, you're balancing all areas, balancing the dual aspects, because this again, the gender principle, the dual principle, everything like that has got to come now into balance and to be integrated, because this is what this tide of ascension is about. We are shifting before this golden age, massive shift going on to bring everything into balance, and that has to happen from within. As we are connecting, we are healing, and we're doing our inner work, because it starts with ourselves. And once we do this, it starts expanding outwards, and this beautiful energy starts radiating outwards, out from ourselves, reaching out to the hearts of humanity. I want to say thank you to my beautiful team for the energy that's coming through. So it's about eradicating eradicating all that no longer serves us in our daily lives, to connect with ourselves, to bring ourselves up and out, to share the love, to share the light, to share the healing. And I am saying this to each and every one of you: if you are having divine experiences, messages that are coming through, share it, because even if it doesn't make sense to you, it might make sense to someone, because that message coming through from spirit, through from the higher realms, might mean something to someone. So it's very important for you to be sharing this beautiful light that's coming in to your lives, because it is about you being the ripple effect in each and every one's lives. I want to leave you all with the Laughing Buddha. The Laughing Buddha. The Laughing Buddha wants to connect with each and every one of you at this time. To connect with you, to help you to connect with your inner child. And as you're connecting with your inner child, focus on the good things. Focus on the happies. Focus on the joys. Focus on creativity. Focus on doing things that you like doing, whether it be a bit of sport, whether it be a walk in nature, whether it be creating something, whether it be drawing, painting. Allow that to come through. Allow the joys, allow the happiness, allow that inner child to be explored once more. As you are exploring that from the space of joy, of love, of happiness, of creativity, watch yourself blossom, watch yourself grow. Be in that space of divine freedom. I know many of you have had difficult childhoods, but now is the time to release the traumas. But as you release the traumas, you do that from the space of connecting with the good things in life. and not holding on to the traumas that is no longer serving you, because now it is about the healing process. And as we are doing lovely positive things within our lives, we find ourselves healing and dispersing and transmuting. And when we're doing that, we are seeing ourselves transforming and transcending into something that's beautiful. We are connecting with our true selves. We are connecting with home. We are also bringing heaven to earth. And this is what it's about, to bring heaven to earth. Yes, we're here experiencing a human existence, but it's about bringing that divine energy to the earth. And as we are doing that in our everyday lives, we're able to apply that to other people. We're able to say, well, this has happened to me. This has happened to me. This is how I've overcome my trauma. And I want you to know that you are not alone. You are not alone. And nobody is alone. We need to make ourselves available to others as well, as we are part of outreach. To be on the path, on this divine path, we have to be reaching out to others as well. And this is what it's about. It's about outreach, being the ripple effect in everyone's life. I want to finally invite you all now to join me in this sacred space. Just to vision ourselves to joining hands in this beautiful space of healing. And just before we do, I want to connect especially to the animal spirit, to the animal kingdom. I also want to connect especially with the felines, the cats. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I've become aware of a friend of mine who is in America. She's made me aware that there has been certain trail of deaths of cats and kittens in America, in a certain area of America. But I want to raise the energy and the vibration of the felines, because the felines have had an important role throughout this time and space to raise the frequency of this planet. So I want to send healing in particular to all cat rescuers. To all cat rescuers. And to cats who are in need at this time of being housed, of cats who are in need to be of healing and respite. But I also want to connect with the animal kingdom, with all animals at this time. Animal spirit come through in a variety of forms. They connect with ourselves in meditation. They will connect with us in our daily lives. They come through as totems and animal spirit. And they come through oftentimes to bring a message. And just recently I was connecting with unicorn energy, but the unicorn energy is going to be very rampant this year. bringing the wisdom, the enlightenment, the healing. So again, unicorns are coming in, and I know many of you have connected with unicorns because they have been with us throughout this time and space. I also want to connect with different um, aspects of Mother Nature itself, the trees, the flowers, the plants. And I've said this before in my previous live streams, that the flowers work just like the crystals do. They work in alignment with your chakras. I have a page called Spiritual Nature of Flowers. I haven't worked on that page for quite some time. But certainly in my I went through a massive because I work with flower therapy generally, and I've got a Facebook page, Spiritual Nature of Flowers. Flowers work with our chakras. They work with messages. They work in the divine flow of energy. So they work in the same way as crystals. And they often have a story to tell, and they will often come through when we're connecting and meditating. So they do have a meaning. I might be doing I might do a live stream just dedicated to flowers. So watch this space. Trees, again, have symbolic messages. They're working with the earth. They work with the sky and the earth. They are a symbol of great oneness, and they are a symbol of the integration of polarity, eradicating duality. They are a symbol of connection through the dimensions. They are an ancient symbol. So if you have the Tree of Life, the Kabbalah, the Yggdrasil, they come through in different forms. They come through with different messages, vibrations, and so forth. As we often sit in meditation, I often do this when I'm leading meditation. I invite the client to ground themselves with the roots into Mother Earth. So it's a symbol of being the tree. As we are grounding ourselves into Mother Earth, we are going through our chakras, ascending ourselves upwards. And as we do, we are travelling through the dimensions within ourselves. So basically, we become one with the trees. We are symbolizing ourselves through our own being, that we are a tree. We are going to connect with the earth, and we are going to ascend through the dimensions to connect, to bring that love and light from the universe, through from the cosmos, through from our guides, our angels, from spirit, and just to bring that energy in, to send healing out to the earth, just to bring that beautiful energy in. So I want to connect with the animal kingdom, with Mother Nature, to bring this energy and light. But as we also do that, we are embracing the oneness that we are with Mother Nature. And as we are embracing that divine oneness, let us extend from around the world, connecting in this beautiful circle of love, light and healing, to bring forth healing to humanity. To those around the world who are in hospital at this time, to those who are in need of healing, to those who are in care, to those who have no one to care for them, to those who are distressed, to those who are without families, to those who are experiencing emotional and mental difficulties, to those who are experiencing famine, homelessness, poverty, to those who are struggling within themselves, to those who are affected by warfare, conflict, to those who are experiencing hardship from governments and institutions, I like to send forth the seeds of healing, love and peace to all leaders of the governments at this time, to pray for union and grace, oneness, let us also connect for the eradication, as we are embracing great sense of oneness, to eradicate any sense of poverty, to eradicate racism and conflicts with culture and religion. Let there only be divine oneness, peace, love, prosperity. Let us sow the seeds of this beautiful energy of light into the hearts of the leaders of the governments. For each and every leader has a role to do to raise the frequency of this planet. Let us sow that energy into their hearts and into their minds. For as they are entering into that space of love and understanding, we are able to bring a divine oneness once more to this planet. Because it can only happen when we have that understanding eradicated into the hearts of the leaders. Once they are working in a higher consciousness, we are able only then to be able to eradicate the fear, the vices and the hardships, the famine, the poverty consciousness. We will be able to eradicate this from this planet once and for all. And it starts with us, the people, because we, the people, working in this flow of beautiful energy and light, are able to reach out and touch the hearts. I want to say from my heart to your heart, Happy New Year. God bless you all. Thank you for joining me. And we will do much more of this work together, as I've done over the last couple of years. And I have to say, before I ever did Facebook Live, if you was to ask me if I was to do Facebook Live, I'm like, no, no, not me. Oh, no, not me. So if I can do it, so can you. So I want to empower each and every one of you this year to shine your lights, because that's what we're here, what we are here to do. God bless you all, and Happy New Year. Many blessings, love and light, and I love you all. Thank you for watching, and again, for those of you who've missed the healing energy, the light, the intentions are there for those who have missed this live and watching this as a repeat. The intention is there. So God bless you all, and I will talk to you all soon. God bless.